Hey everyone, this is Lynn from Devine Central. So when you see the death card come up in a tarot reading, when does it mean physical death? Oftentimes a reader will see the death card come up and try to lead you down a softer path. Hey, this is a transformational time for you. Something must end so something new can begin. And oftentimes that really is the truth. But I want to share with you an actual reading where death actually meant physical death. But first, I want to thank you for being here and welcome you to my new YouTube channel, Devine Central. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my tarot experiences and hopefully a few concepts that not everybody else is doing. I also am going to add Lenormand and also some other mystic arts that are near and dear to my heart. So please stay tuned and come back and see what I have to offer. In the meantime, let's get back to this actual reading. Today is October 25th, and back in the middle of February, I did an annual reading on myself with a spread that I had been using on other people, and I really just wanted to see what it would bring up for me. So let me share the actual picture with you of this reading as well as the spread. Now, the spread I got from David at tarotavenue.com. I really like his spreads. They're very well thought out. They cover a lot, but it's just the simplicity of it. So here's the layout and the actual picture that I took back in February. So it starts out with the year gone by, right? Well, we get the 10 of Wands. 2020. Who didn't have a 10 of Wands for 2020? I can tell you that my business was substantially hurt by it. My husband was injured on the job and was unable to care for himself for several months, and my dog died. So it wasn't my favorite year, trust me. But then we moved through the areas of life. So the Ace of Pentacles in the career outlook. I had some opportunities that were going to come my way that were going to take care of my financial issues. But of course, financially, I was going to have to plan well for those if I wanted that to work out. Now, in the love area, I got the work card. And trust me when I say my husband and I had to work to get to some kind of a new normal with his situation. And we managed to figure out how to get him to and from doctor's appointments and up and out of bed and other places that he could not manage by himself. The fourth card in this row is friends and family, and this is where my father featured very predominantly. Now, anytime the emperor came up, it was always about my dad. And next to him, I had some fighting that I was going to have to do. And I'll tell you, if you're going to fight, you might as well fight to win, right? Most of this was inner demons, things I was going to have to deal with on my own, and I won't go into all the things, but that was a very powerful card for me. The third row, I'm sorry, is all about the seasons. So for the first 3 months of the year, I was the king of pentacles. I had to master the house and the finances and taking care of everybody and everything because that is what was called for. And I think I nailed it. By the second quarter, my poor husband had gotten back to work and I got a much needed rest. And it also gave me time to really think about where I wanted to go. But by the time the third quarter came around, my father, as you can see, the Six of Swords actually is touching my Emperor card here. And it told me that, I was going to be on the move in some way, fashion. I just didn't know it was going to be for my father. I thought it was going to be for myself. We had to move him several times in order to, as his health failed very quickly. When I saw that the toxic card of the devil came up for the fourth quarter, I knew something bad was going to happen. But when I got the biggest obstacle card I would face as the death card, and then with it, how to tackle that obstacle as the 10 of Swords, meaning there's nothing I can do about it. Stick a sword in me, I'm done. And that's exactly what happened. So at the end, the last card, the review of the year, it told me that I was going to have to deal with my family. Now, this is not typically a family card, the Six of Cups, in most cases, for most people. But every time I see it, I think about that 14-year-old troubled child that I used to be when I was fighting with my mom and my dad and my siblings and trying to find my way in life, the feelings of insecurity, the reactions, the crazy immature reactions that we did when we were around family. That's what I think of when I see that card. And every time now that I go home or have to go to a class reunion or have to go back in time, you take back with you these feelings that you felt and the reactions that you reacted to back then. And it's really interesting because at the end of the year, and I'm looking back now on this year, it's like, hey, I had to spend a lot of time with people that I would rather have spent less time with. But today is October 25th, and my father passed away on October 4th. He was 90 years old. He was in bad health by then. He went downhill very quickly. He was an extremely accomplished man, and his time had come. And I'm looking at this spread in February and thinking, oh my gosh, my dad's not going to make it this year. And I called one of my siblings and said, hey, I think dad's going to pass away, and I think it's going to be in the fourth quarter. And of course, he thought I was a nutcase. I saved this spread because it is such a strong and clear message from Spirit. Not only do they guide us to the good and try to steer us away from the bad, but they try to prepare us for the inevitable. And I think that's exactly what this spread did. And I think these are the messages from Spirit that I try to understand and pass on for other people. So if you'd like me to perform this reading with you, I can do that through Zoom or any other method that you prefer. I will put my contact information below, and I hope you come back to this channel because I am intending on doing a lot of fun things, and I think that you will find them very fascinating and different and interesting. And for now, I'm just going to say ciao. Bye.